Alright, first impressions on the bike right now is it's got a nice little bit of power to it. I'm not able to hold onto the ice very well, which is fine. Putting the oil in, you definitely need a funnel. And I think the oil says 0.6 liters. I really used about just under a pint. Oh, I'm just spinning the tire on ice right now, which is kind of fun. Woo! Going sideways a little. Zippy little bike. Up here's where the ice is just really bad. And I've spun out a few times, but on purpose. Alright, let's clear the ice and actually get going. When you punch it, it really does take off quite nicely. Get my windscreen down. It's probably got a top speed around 18-20, but it's got some nice torque to it. I'm 6 foot tall and pretty comfortable on this thing. About 180 or so pounds, but weight's gone down. And hold on a second, my visor's fogging up again. Decent turn. Woo! Hitting potholes. I definitely can tell that there's some shock absorption on the front, which I like. Ooh, icy part. A lot of ice out through there, potholes up through here. It's a pretty smooth ride. Seat's decent for comfort, especially if you're hitting ruts and holes. Ruts and holes and ruts and holes and ruts and holes and ruts and holes. But then up here I do need to slow down because I'm not looking to break it or myself just yet. Spin out, tire spin, tire spin. Vroom. See, snow riding. Ooh, big bump. Spin, spin. Oh, okay. Ooh, spinning on ice. Yeah, it wants to spin the tires in the snow, definitely. Seems I can't have my visor down too long. So what else was there? Well, ordering parts was interesting. I wanted to get some extra parts for it. I've got another video. I'm waiting to hear back. Coleman Power Sports was pretty responsive, but even though they're pretty responsive, we'll see if they actually get the parts, because the parts have what they had originally put on the website are no longer the right parts. Seems like this bike will get damaged in the same place. I've seen it on a couple times. Looks like they like to stack the boxes on top of one another and then go in there with a fork really quick and pull it off and run the fork through the box. So don't expect anything different than somebody stacking a bunch of boxes the way they're made. Punchy little guy. I'm pretty satisfied. I'll wait to get my extra parts. Oh, here's something that's kind of big actually. A lot of people like to play with that
throttle stop screw.
Well, you can't play with the
Throttle stop.
Not only is the screw stripped, but the screw is actually welded in place on this bike. So if you take off the air filter, the filter box, take off that filter box, what you're going to find out is you've got to weld it on.
Throttle stop screw.
Which makes sense. They weld that screw on and say, well, don't tamper with it. You're not as likely to blow out your headlight from giving it too much power. You're not as likely to go past the restrictions they're comfortable with and say, well, you've been tinkering with it. Don't sue us. I don't think I'm going to go with the, what the heck is that thing called now? The converter, torque converter. I'm not a torque converter kind of guy myself. Definitely not a torque converter kind of guy. I'm probably just going to get a smaller gear in the back. And when I say I'm definitely not a torque converter kind of guy, it means I'm cheap. And I don't want to screw around with stuff forever in the rest of my life. So smaller gear in the back kind of seems like my thing. Now I'm cruising at top speed here. Holds pretty well. The engine did fire back up. I do run a little bit of sea foam in it because out here with cold starts, a little bit of sea foam goes a long way. And yeah, I was actually really surprised to see that they welded that screw on, but I can understand why for a few reasons. Mainly this headlight is the biggest reason I see. Punchy! It does give a kickback. I could probably do some wheelies on this thing, but I'm just not physically in the best shape right now. It's kind of late. Somebody's going to come down this dirt road at night, see me lying in a ditch. I'd rather not have that. They may be amused, but I'd rather punchy. Sorry, I will not get old. I will not get tired of that. That will not get old. Punchy. Oh, nice little kick of life there. At the end of the day, a guy in an orange suit. I wonder if he's going to the pumpkin patch. Punchy! Kind of just want to stand up and ride it. Woo! But pulling forward, it's not the most comfortable to stand up and ride on. Oh, you may be watching this video going, oh, that guy's stupid, but if you were riding this, punchy. Yeah, okay, it's getting a little old, but I'm still having fun. Ho! Back tire came loose a little bit there. I don't like full speed so much, but I definitely like slowing down and then giving it gas. Slowing down and giving it gas. It just means it has a nice range, or a nice amount of torque to it. Kind of feels like if I'd be putting on a different gear or torque converter, I'd take that away. That's what I like the most, but I got to take away torque actually for safety reasons, because I am prone to slide out. And once I get going up on ice, it's going to be even worse than me playing it safe over here. I'm definitely playing it safe. Don't think I'm not. I am. Just very icy. See, I got my feet down. Woo! Caught on something. Alright, well, Give it a park. See right here on the ice. I'm going to be careful getting off. But, yeah. She fired right up. Got to get some fuel in the lines. Looks like they did actually have oil come with it. They had a bunch of stickers, or not stickers, or whatever, tags of some sort saying did not ship with oil, but it clearly shipped with oil when I took a look at the dipstick. It had some oil in there. It was not a full oil reservoir. It smelled like there was something in the gas tank, maybe that they did actually do an engine test, which was nice that they are doing an engine test. That's something coming up here. Wouldn't think it'd be dust, but could very well be dust. Yeah, the brake is fine, except when I grab the brake, I just slide. Chain does seem to be a little bit loose when it's vibrating in there in the back. Could use some more tension, but that's actually pretty stiff, and they do have a way to adjust the tension in the back here. Looks like I've been kicking up a bit of dust. Some dust on the kickstand, some dust on the gears, some dust on the frame. I guess it is dust. And then I guess to close it all off, let's see if the kill switch works. If it does, you have a great day. If it doesn't, oh man, you'll have a better day if you get one of these. This ant is a complete jerk. You're still fast. Oh, he slimed me! Totally uber-goobered on me. Look at that. I wonder if I can just jump in and it'll go well. Nope, not so much.